let's let the Breath of Life Awards Gala begin. Please help me welcome to the stage the chairwoman of the board of Breathe LA, Miss Aileena James Brown.
Good evening and welcome, honored and distinguished guests, to the Breath of Life Awards ceremony. I am delighted that each of you can join us in celebrating Breathe LA's 117 years dedicated to improving the quality of the air we all breathe and protecting the lung health of Los Angeles County residents. Breathe LA is made up of dedicated individuals who donate many hours of their time to make this remarkable organization a success. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of Breathe LA's board members for their commitment to the organization. Our goal at Breathe LA is to promote lung health through education, prevention, research, and early diagnosis for those suffering from respiratory-related chronic conditions. We are so honored to be recognizing key civic leaders and corporations tonight for their commitment and efforts to making it easier to breathe in our region, our state, and our world. Tonight we honor Volvo Lights Project with the Innovation Award for its innovative approach to improving the transportation and electrical infrastructure at our ports in order to reduce emissions and improve air quality. We honor Commissioner Sean Burton with the Civic Leadership Award. We wish to recognize Commissioner Burton for his environmental leadership as the president of the Los Angeles Board of Airport Commissioners, and our Breath of Life Award recipient, Jeffrey Raich, co-president and founding partner of Moelis & Company and community advocate for lung health research. We wish to recognize Mr. Raich for his remarkable leadership and support of lung health research with UCLA Health that will have the power to transform therapies for many lung diseases such as sarcoidosis, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and interstitial lung disease. Again, thank you all for your generous support. Now I would like everyone to please join me in welcoming to the stage the President and Chief Executive Officer of Breathe LA, Marc Carrel.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here with my daughters. This is Eliza. Want to say hi? Hi. This is Liana.
Hi.
And this is Aria. And my wife is taking pictures. And we welcome you to the 2020 Breath of Life Award Gala. Welcome. I'm very happy to be here to guide you through the virtual journey we've planned for you. You guys can, I don't know if you want to watch or you can get down. She's doing my sound effects, so it might be better if she's not on the, there we go. Okay, since it is a virtual gala, you don't have to dress up in your business attire. You don't have to put a sticker on your lapel that your name is spelled on it and that will eventually fall on the floor and get stuck to your shoe. We have no bar and we have no crudités, but we do have virtual food. So please close your eyes and savor the imaginary taste of our virtual hors d'oeuvres. Imagine the light fluffy dough surrounding the little Franks to make the perfect pigs in a blanket. My dog is here too, in case you're wondering. Just be quick because the waiters are passing them around, and if you're not fast, they'll have virtual empty trays by the time they get near you. I have a laugh track too. Virtual food. Enjoy the taste of our imaginary appetizers and any real food you've chosen to eat while you're on your laptop. Just don't get your crumbs in your keyboard. Well, we are here tonight to promote clean air. So I'm pretty sure a bunch of you have Teslas. Sorry, we went virtual and you're not able to drive them to our event tonight. For those of you who don't know, and you've never been in a Tesla, you may not know that they don't have a new car smell. No, they have sort of an Elon Musk. Laugh track, thank you. And I'm sure you would all agree that living through COVID, yeah, you saw the bouncing Elon. Living through COVID has been interesting to say the least. Since we're all home, my family decided to get a new puppy. He's around here somewhere, but we can show him on the screen. He's 5 months old now and really cute. His name's Pepper. When I asked him how COVID's been treating him, he tells it like it is. He says, rough, really rough. Yes. Then I looked at him and he said, okay, not so bad. It's also rough for my 3 daughters who are doing their classes on Zoom. It's not easy for them or us or their teachers. My youngest, Eliza, who's in kindergarten, was learning about the calendar. Her teacher taught her 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except for March, which was infinite. But the quarantine has definitely been interesting. We've had a lot of free time while worrying about getting sick from the coronavirus. I'm sure you'll agree there's nothing like relaxing on the couch after a long day of being tense on the couch. And just yesterday was very special for me. I don't know about you, but last night I finished Netflix. Yes, my kids tell me they're almost finished with Disney Plus, but that's just goofy. But one thing that's not goofy is how much Breathe LA is doing to make a difference on clean air and lung health. You like how I did that? Okay, thank you. I want to spend a few short minutes telling you about our organization and some of the things that we're doing. For those who don't know, we have a long history. We began 117 years ago in 1903 as the LA Society for the Study and Prevention of Tuberculosis. We've changed our name several times, but always focused on lung health until we became Breathe LA in 2006. And our mission continues with promoting clean air and lung health. In the 1940s, after antibiotics were developed to treat TB, air pollution became the major issue that people were concerned about. They wanted something done about it because it was stinging their eyes, tightening their chest, making it difficult for them to breathe. Progress has taken time. We're still suffering from air pollution, as you all know, nearly 80 years later. But our vision is still clear: to provide resources that educate families living in Southern California to improve their community's air quality and lung health. Every one of the more than 10 million people in LA County and nearly 17 million people across our multi-county region breathes in the polluted air in our region, with the bulk of it coming from diesel-powered trucks, trains, ships, planes, buses, and construction and other heavy-duty equipment. The diesel soot, however you pronounce it, known as diesel particulate matter, is what's really bad. The grime, it's the grime that sits on your windowsills, on your homes or schools, particularly in areas with heavy traffic, and it gets inhaled by babies and kids and seniors and pregnant women and everyone else, including all of us. We can stop people from drinking dirty water. We provide them with bottled water to drink. We can stop people from living on toxic soil. We truck in new dirt or move them away to a cleaner plot of land, but there is no quick fix for air pollution. And the wildfires we've had make our air even worse. In some ways, with the wildfire smoke, people now understand what the air pollution was like here in the 50s, from the 1950s to the 1990s. Smog so thick you couldn't see the mountains in the distance, and sometimes couldn't even see across the street. While our air is much cleaner than it was in the 1950s, we still have some horrible bad air days, most recently due to the wildfire smoke, and Southern California remains the most polluted region in our nation. There's currently 1.2 million people in LA County alone affected by asthma. Of that, more than 250,000 are children. That's about 15% of all kids in the county. Asthma is the leading chronic disease for children in the nation. Another 200,000 or so LA County residents have chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and over 11,000 have lung cancer. Cleaning our air would make a big difference in all of their lives. The good news is that the technology exists to get us where we need to be, at or below the federal health standards for the various pollutants. We now have electric vehicles and hydrogen fuel cells and near zero NOx natural gas vehicles, but it will take time and money to replace our gasoline and our diesel powered internal combustion engines. But it seems we're short on both time and money. Breathe LA is working to protect our air and the lungs of those who breathe our air in many ways. We provide educational programs that reach thousands, over 10,000 middle school age students across LA County. O2 for You, our environmental education program, and FIRST, our smoking and vaping prevention program for middle school students. These programs have both gone virtual this year, so kids are still learning these important lessons. And for the first time, we're actually serving most of the kids in the after-school programs at LAUSD. Lung Power helps families who have kids with asthma better manage that disease. Strive, our 6-week patient self-management support program, is for people with COPD. And if you don't know about COPD, it's an umbrella term for a set of common lung diseases that make it difficult to breathe, including emphysema and chronic bronchitis. COPD is the 4th leading cause of death nationally and the 5th leading cause of death in LA County. Nearly 16 million people have been diagnosed with COPD in the US, and it's estimated another 12 to 15 million have the disease even though they haven't been diagnosed, but they have the symptoms. We're trying to boost all of this early diagnosis with education, research, and advocacy, which I'll get into in a minute. We do adult lung workshops to help educate people about lung health and to screen them for COPD and other lung diseases. And our vaping trend, clearing the air, is how we educate parents in workshops on the dangers of the teen vaping trend. Breathe LA also hosts the Trudeau Society, our 99-year-old organization that provides doctors and other health professionals with lectures regarding the latest research addressing lung health. It's turning 100 years old next year. And we have a young professionals network as well. And on research, we fund and conduct research on lung health. Currently, we're leading a study on the impact of air pollution on asthma. We're following 100 people in the North San Fernando Valley with Bluetooth-enabled inhalers. You see it in the middle there. And they'll also be wearing portable air sensors, what's on the screen right underneath the inhaler. I'm pointing, but you can't see where I'm pointing. And we'll match the data from the inhalers and the data from the air sensors together to see where the air pollution hotspots are and whether air pollution is a key problem with people in that area who have asthma. We're hosting workshops to promote electric vehicles and other clean technologies, and we're working in Sacramento and locally to make our voice heard on public policy that will clean the air and help people breathe easier. Locally, we have our End Diesel Now campaign to focus on phasing out diesel trucks at the ports of LA and Long Beach. And yesterday, Governor Newsom's big announcement to phase out internal combustion engines on trucks by 2045 was a big step, but we need to phase out sooner, or else all of our kids will be breathing in diesel fumes until they have their own kids 25 years from now. And in Sacramento this year, we introduced legislation to provide funding for public awareness and physician education on COPD. There is no law on COPD or support system in state government. We tried to create it. It failed in its last committee, so we'll try again next year. But we're happy that our efforts succeeded on Assembly Bill 793, a statewide ban on flavored tobacco products, which was signed into law, which will help address the problem of teen vaping. I'm excited about everything we're doing, and we're doing a lot. And I'm excited about how much we're helping increase awareness and helping people who have difficulty breathing. You know, we often take our breathing for granted, but for a child with asthma, it's heartbreaking to see when they have an asthma attack. And it's equally heartbreaking watching a person with COPD suffer an attack that can debilitate them for days at a time. They're fighting for their air. Breathe LA is making a difference, helping people like that. And we're keeping people strong, but we need you to help us keep them strong. We hope you'll agree, and if you haven't already, to please click on our exhibit hall link to make a gift to help us continue with the important work, making the air cleaner and our lungs healthier. I want to thank you for your support. Also, before I go, we also have the giveaway, $10 tickets to our giveaway. I'll talk more about that later, but you'll see notes about that. Please buy those tickets as well. They'll also, the tickets not only support people with lung issues, but you can win fabulous prize packages. We've got 6 amazing prize packages, and if you click on it, you'll see what's in it. Now, I'm going to turn it over and introduce Lexi Wiley, Director of Strategic Communications at Gladstein, Neandros & Associates.
Thank you, Marc, and thanks to Breathe LA. It's an exciting night to be celebrating at the virtual Breath of Life Gala Awards. I'm honored to be here today to present the Innovation Award to the Volvo Lights team. Volvo Lights is a unique collaboration between the South Coast Air Quality Management District, Volvo Trucks, and 13 other organizations to develop a blueprint to successfully introduce battery electric trucks and equipment into the market at scale. The Volvo Lights project was made possible by an award to South Coast AQMD of $44.8 million from the California Air Resources Board as part of the California Climate Investments, which is a statewide initiative that puts billions of cap-and-trade dollars to work, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, strengthening the economy, and improving public health and the environment, particularly in disadvantaged communities. Now, I'd like to play a short video to highlight what the project is all about.
No longer the world of tomorrow. Electric trucks are here today, thanks to a firm commitment from a visionary group of organizations. The Volvo Lights project is the innovative partnership of Volvo Group, California's Air Resource Board, South Coast Air Quality Management District, and 12 other organizations, each dedicated to making electric trucks a reality. But the vehicles themselves are only one part of what's needed for large-scale electrification to succeed. Enabling sustainable transport is a complex issue that requires a holistic approach. Incorporating key stakeholders to ramp up necessary infrastructure, industry standards, and workforce deployment. In total, $90 million will be invested to create a pioneering range of vehicles, charging infrastructure, and workforce initiatives critical for success. Over a 3-year period, Volvo Lights will demonstrate that electric trucks can reliably move freight between the city's 2 major ports and distribution points, producing less noise and 0 emissions. It sets the stage for the first commercial production of the VNR Electric later this year. The next step for Volvo's proven electric platform, which is already at work in more than 4,500 vehicles worldwide. Growing urbanization drives demand for cleaner, quieter transport, improving the living environment of our communities. The driver's working environment is also improved. There's less stress and fatigue from noise and vibration, and more enjoyment from the immediate, smooth response of the powertrain. The Volvo Lights project proves that public-private partnership accelerates the industry transformation and benefits us all, and will provide the necessary testing, learning, and validation to bring an electric solution to market. Electric vehicles charged with renewable energy, an innovative step towards transportation's sustainable future.
The project is led by Volvo Group and the South Coast AQMD, both of which are joining us to accept this award. The honor also goes to the other Lights project partners, which includes, and bear with me because it's a long list, NFI Industries, Dependable Supply Chain Services, Tech Equipment, Trillium, Greenlots, the Port of Long Beach and the Port of Los Angeles, Southern California Edison, CalSTART, the University of California Riverside CSERT, Reach Out, Rio Hondo College, and San Bernardino Valley College. I'm honored to present the Innovation Award to the Volvo Lights project. Here to accept the award today are Mayor Judy Mitchell, who is a board member of both South Coast AQMD and the California Air Resources Board, and Keith Brandis, the Vice President of Partnerships and Strategic Solutions from Volvo Group. Congratulations.
On behalf of the South Coast Air Quality Management District and the California Air Resources Board, I would like to thank Marc, Carrel, and the entire Breathe LA team for their hard work and dedication in bringing clean air to Southern California. As we are seeing uncontrollable and historic heat waves, as well as devastating fires ravishing our state, we are reminded that this fight for clean air must continue. And we will continue that fight with clean technologies and controllable measures. We share your commitment in bringing air pollution relief to our region and are so proud of the accomplishments of the Volvo Lights project, and we are honored to receive this award. The Volvo Lights project has truly been a collaboration between the public and the private sector, and we have successfully introduced transformational zero-emission technology into the commercial market. We'll continue to push the boundaries for vehicle technology towards a more renewable energy future. Reaching clean air goals is no easy feat, but we won't give up. We believe the Volvo Lights project will help us create a strong foundation that we can continue to build from so that we can achieve meaningful change across our state. I would also like to congratulate the other awardees for their achievements in fighting air pollution. Thank you all for your leadership, and thank you again for this award.
Thank you to Breathe LA organization for the honor of winning the 2020 Breath of Life Innovation Award. We echo Mayor Mitchell's thank you for being recognized tonight. We add our congratulations to researcher Jeffrey Raich and the Civic Leadership Award to Commissioner Burton. I feel honored to be included tonight alongside their exciting work. I reflect over the last 18 months on an incredible journey in the Volvo Lights project. At the kickoff, we recognized early on that we needed 15 project partners to fulfill the significant project objectives. The Volvo Lights project is therefore a massive undertaking to reinvent freight transport, thereby replacing with new zero-emission vehicles. At this halfway point, I'm excited to share that pilot VNR electric trucks have recently gone into service with tech equipment, dependable highway express, and NFI to haul freight to and from the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach, as well as to warehouses throughout South Coast Air Basin. Our near-term objectives start with gathering a wealth of data from tech, DHE, NFI, as they operate their electric trucks in their daily routes. We know there will be measurable air quality improvements, but we're also learning the trucks are quieter, have smooth acceleration, less vibration, and therefore preferred by drivers. These are indeed encouraging early results for the adoption of electric trucks. The Volvo Lights project addresses the entire ecosystem around freight haulage. As we proceed in the next months, we will announce a number of other customer milestones, specifically implementing solar microgrids, workplace charging, the first operation of battery electric forklifts and battery electric yard trucks, as well as conducting fire department and first responder training in your local communities. We are working to be a public success story. Additionally, a core goal of the project is to share what we've learned and contribute to the successful BEV deployments in transportation and logistics companies. You're welcome to follow our progress and journey at lightsproject.com. Again, on behalf of Volvo Trucks, we thank you.
Congratulations to the Volvo Lights team on this award. We're very happy that soon we will see these battery electric trucks on the road. Now we have our second award of the evening, and to make this presentation is another Breathe LA board member. Lucy Labruso is the Senior Vice President of Energy Infrastructure at Cordoba Corporation. Lucy?
Good evening, everyone. It is an absolute honor to be here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Tonight, I'm honored to present the Civic Leadership Award. This award was first presented in 1999 at our Breath of Life Awards Gala and has since been an honor recognizing civic leaders who have helped guide meaningful efforts for clean air and health in Southern California. Upon the acceptance of this award, tonight's honoree joins a distinguished panel of award recipients that have left a true legacy in our community, including Gavin Newsom, the Governor of California, and Mary Nichols, Chair of the California Air Resources Board. It is my honor tonight to present tonight's Civic Leadership Award to Commissioner Sean Burton for his environmental leadership as the president of the Los Angeles Board of Airport Commissioners. A family man with a beautiful wife and two lovely daughters, Mr. Burton has demonstrated his commitment to the environment, his country, and the local community throughout his career. Under his leadership, as the chairman and chief executive officer of CityView, this real estate investment firm has targeted complex multifamily housing opportunities in urban markets, which were often overlooked by others in the industry. As the president of the Los Angeles Board of Airport Commissioners, Mr. Burton led the development of the Sustainability Action Plan, which included amazing projects like the Landside Access Modernization Program, as well as multiple efforts that were completely focused on reducing air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions at the Los Angeles International Airport. Today, more than ever, as our state deals with the impact of climate change, wildfires, as well as a myriad of other environmental issues, we need leaders of Sean's caliber and strength. So thank you, Commissioner Burton, for your tremendous work, dedication, and passion in leading the Los Angeles Board of Airport Commissioners in creating a more sustainable future for all of us. Thank you all for your time, and please join me in congratulating the Civic Leadership Award recipient, Commissioner Sean Burton.
Thank you, Lucy, for that kind introduction, and thank you to Marc, Carrel, and Breathe California, Los Angeles County. I'm grateful for your advocacy on behalf of healthier communities, cleaner air, and a brighter future for all, and I'm honored to accept this award tonight. We are in the midst of 3 crises. The public health crisis as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, the economic crisis that has resulted from this pandemic, and the climate crisis that persists, exemplified by wildfires raging across our state. It is no coincidence that Los Angeles last week experienced the worst smog in a generation. We can and must do more to battle climate change. I am proud that at Los Angeles World Airports, we are on the leading edge of addressing all 3 of these crises. We are implementing innovative solutions to safeguard the health and the safety of our guests and our employees. We are reimagining our organization to adapt and emerge stronger from these financial challenges. And we are not missing a beat in building a sustainable future for our airports. Late last year, our Board of Airport Commissioners approved the Sustainability Action Plan entitled Boldly Going to Zero, which will further elevate LAX and Van Nuys as international leaders in sustainability. The action plan sets bold goals to achieve 0 carbon emissions, 0 unnecessary potable water use, and 100% renewable energy, all by 2045. A regional and comprehensive look at mobility is one of the key ways in which we accomplish these goals. This includes the $5.5 billion investment in our Landside Access Modernization Program, the largest public works project in the history of Los Angeles. When opened, the project centerpiece, a 2.5-mile automated people mover train, will connect LAX with LA's Metro light rail system, allowing Angelenos throughout the region to leave their cars and their emissions at home. Since its adoption in 2019, the Service Ground Equipment Incentive Program has encouraged operators to replace conventionally fueled vehicles. Now, this may not be as exciting as a brand new people mover, but this program has reduced nitrogen oxide emissions by over 337 tons per year, an equivalent of removing almost 250,000 passenger cars from our roads annually. And just last week, our board received an update on the forthcoming transportation management organization that will get many of the more than 50,000 badge employees at LAX out of their individual cars and into high occupancy modes. These efforts are making a quantifiable difference and are setting the bar for airports around the globe. We know the goals of our Sustainability Action Plan are bold and our expectations are high, but we have a moral obligation to ourselves, to our children, and to our environment to continue to lead the way in sustainability. Our planet, our state, and our communities are hurting right now, and many of you are feeling the stress of these times as well. We at Los Angeles World Airports pledge to you to continue to do our part to build a better and a more sustainable future. I want to close today by saying thank you to everyone working on the front lines, whether that be the front line of the COVID-19 pandemic or the raging wildfires throughout the state. And thank you to everyone who is working towards a sustainable future. Let's continue doing everything we can to make sure we can all breathe easier. Thank you.
I am back, and I want to congratulate Sean for all that you do. We are excited to fly into a newer, more sustainable LAX and connect to the Metro via the People Mover once we get into LA. It can't happen soon enough. For our third and our final presentation this evening, I want to turn it over to Andy Carrasco.
Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to join you today as a presenter of the Breath of Life Award. I'm Andy Carrasco, Vice President of Strategy and Engagement and Chief Environmental Officer at SoCal Gas. We've been an avid proponent of Breathe LA since the late 1990s, and we fully support its mission of promoting clean air and healthy lungs through education, research, technology, and advocacy. Like Breathe LA, SoCal Gas has taken a responsibility to focus on cleaner air more now than ever before. We are working to deliver a 21st century energy system that works for all of Californians, one that is clean, reliable, and affordable. It's part of our vision to be the cleanest gas utility in North America. Through the use of renewable and increasingly decarbonized fuels, we can help California achieve its carbon neutrality goals by 2045. We firmly believe that leveraging the gas system in tandem with the electric system, we can effectively decarbonize local energy supplies while enhancing local energy resilience in the face of these catastrophic climate events. Our vision to decarbonize the gas system starts with renewable natural gas, made from dairy farm waste and food waste diverted from landfills, organic methane from those sources that would otherwise vent into the atmosphere and contribute to climate change can help. These are already being injected into our pipeline system now. And we're excited to share we've been actively working toward the introduction of green, zero-emission hydrogen in our pipeline system. We are developing and deploying technologies that convert surplus solar power into green hydrogen that can be stored in our pipeline system or underground, transforming the gas system into a giant battery that never loses its charge. Repurposing our existing infrastructure to deliver these renewable fuels will further our collective decarbonization goals while helping to keep utilities bills affordable, especially for our most vulnerable residents. Now that's exciting. Speaking of excitement, the Breath of Life Awards has been presented at this gala since 1991 and is the highest honor recognizing influential leaders for their hard work, dedication, and passion to improve the health of our communities. This year, our communities, particularly our most vulnerable ones, have been hardest hit by COVID-19, disproportionately magnifying air quality impacts. This award is more important now than ever before. So, it is my honor to have the opportunity to present the Breath of Life Award this year to Jeffrey Raich. Serving as co-chair to the advisory board of the Pulmonary Department at the UCLA Health System, Jeff has shown remarkable leadership and support in the area of lung health research. The advocacy and financial investment he has made over the years with UCLA Health will have the power to transform therapies for many lung diseases, such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, also known as COPD, sarcoidosis, and interstitial lung disease. Please join me in congratulating Jeffrey Raich as the recipient of tonight's highest honor, the Breath of Life Award. Congratulations, Jeff.
I'm very happy to be with everyone today. Although I had expected us to be together in person, at least through technology, we can be together virtually. Let me start by saying I am honored and privileged to receive and accept the Breath of Life Award from Breathe LA. For me, and I'm sure for many others attending this event, lung health and breathing clean air is very important and personal. 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called sarcoidosis, which attacked my lungs, causing inflammation and severely impacting my ability to breathe. In fact, at the time of my diagnosis, my lungs were only functioning at 50%, I was experiencing severe desaturation, and after being athletic my entire life, I had trouble walking up a single flight of stairs. But thankfully, after receiving several scary but fortunately misdiagnoses, I met Dr. John Belperio, a pulmonologist at UCLA Health. Dr. Belperio correctly diagnosed my condition and was very confident that he could treat and control it. He was incredibly compassionate and reassuring to me and my family. I am happy to report that 10 years later, my lungs function normally and I lead a very active and healthy life. In addition to being my doctor, John has become a close friend and the reason I have become passionate about providing and raising funds to support research for lung health. In fact, Dr. Belperio is a much more worthy recipient of the Breath of Life Award than me. Dr. Belperio is a full professor in the pulmonary department at UCLA. He treats numerous patients at his clinic with incredible expertise and empathy. He also runs a leading research lab at UCLA focused on treatments and potential cures for advanced lung diseases and transplant rejection. He is internationally recognized as a leader in his field and has been on the front lines of the COVID-19 battle, treating patients and consulting with many doctors around the world who have asked him for advice on treatment options and ventilator protocols. In addition, Dr. Belperio was recently asked to supervise all COVID-19 related research at UCLA. In an effort to give back to John, I have become very active at UCLA Health. I currently co-chair the advisory board of the pulmonary department, and I'm a founding member of the Lung Health Accelerator Fund, which has raised more than $5 million to support Dr. Belperio's research. I know with proper funding, Dr. Belperio and his team will improve and save the lives of many who are suffering from advanced lung diseases and other respiratory ailments. It's also why I view Breathe LA as a very important ally in the fight to promote lung health and improve the quality of the air we breathe. Unfortunately, due to the smoke and unhealthy air conditions we are currently experiencing from the fires here in California, we are getting a real-life reminder of the importance of clean air. Similarly to Dr. Belperio's research lab, I know with proper funding, Breathe LA will be able to continue to promote lung health education and provide patient support services to our families in Southern California. I appreciate these are challenging times, but please join me in financially supporting Breathe LA. Since I'm sure this is one of the few accepted speeches I will get to make in my lifetime, I would like to thank my mom and dad, my brothers Rob and Steve and their respective families, and a special thanks to my daughters, Emily and Allie, and my wife Robin for their constant love and support. I would also like to thank and recognize all of the doctors and healthcare workers who are trying to win the battle against lung disease, many of whom have recently put themselves and their families at risk to help our communities in the fight against COVID-19. I want to again thank Breathe LA for honoring me with the Breath of Life Award. Dr. Belperio, this is for you. Thank you all for attending this important event, and please stay healthy and safe.
So we have had a wonderful event so far. Again, I want to congratulate the Volvo Lights Project and their team. I want to congratulate Sean Burton, and I want to congratulate our Breath of Life Award winner, Jeffrey Raich. And all three of them are very well deserving, and we're very, very proud that they have joined us this evening and that you have joined us this evening. We're also very thankful about the sponsors and all they have done to help us put on this event. Look, this is virtual, so it has been an interesting evening for us. It's our first virtual gala, and we really appreciate all of you coming out. Now, you may be thinking that this is it. We did the 3 awards, and we did the social networking at the beginning, but let me tell you, there's a little bit more to go. The first thing we're going to have is a special announcement, and I'll do that in a second. And then afterwards, we're going to open up the ballroom. We'll all leave the virtual stage, and we'll open up the virtual ballroom, all 3 floors. So check on the side. If you haven't seen it already, there's 3 levels that are open, and you can take the virtual elevator to the 2nd floor. You just choose 1, 2, or 3. But they call it the virtual elevator to go and see who's on the 3rd floor, who's on the 2nd floor, who's on the 1st floor. And you can continue networking for a while longer. We don't want to stop people from interacting. Now, and I'll be networking too, and hopefully I can engage with a lot of you. But here's the special announcement. For how long ago was it? Yes, 117 years. 1903 when we started, when we were focused on tuberculosis, and now we're focused on all lung disease. So, and clean air, and the wildfires, all of that. But we're not just focused on LA County. And Breathe LA is, as you might know, Breathe California of Los Angeles County. And because we've been stretching our wings and doing some programs in Orange County, doing some programs in the Inland Empire, and we're now in discussions on doing some work in Ventura County, and we're hoping to get even broader than that and covering all of Southern California. So here's the big announcement. Breathe California of Los Angeles County and Breathe LA has a new name and a new logo, and we're announcing it tonight. Our new name is, okay, ready? Here goes. Our new name is Breathe Southern California, and we have a new logo. A little cleaner, a little sharper. Here we go. Here's the old one, and here's the new one. We're very excited about our new name. We're very excited about our new logo, and we're very excited that we're truly reflecting all of Southern California. Our board includes people from outside of Los Angeles County, and our work is broader than Los Angeles County. So now we're going to be reflecting that in our name. And I want to thank all of the people who worked on the new design, and I want to thank our board for their patience as well. But when you go to our website tonight, when you go to email us tomorrow, everything will change. And our website is no longer going to be breathela.org, although if you go there, it'll be forwarded. It's now going to be breathesocal.org. So in the future, please remember Breathe Southern California and breathesocal.org. It's as easy as that. The special announcement has happened, but there's still a lot more tickets